Hello Internet, and welcome back to my Sky Island playthrough of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. In the last episode, we looted a light industry that we had discovered previously. We found some tools that we might want. We found some books there as well, which are things that we're always on the lookout for. And we noticed a lot of the monster density at the nearby mansion. Now my plan initially was to loot the mansion, but once we saw kind of the amount of monster density there, it doesn't really seem worth it to me to go in there and fight all of these enemies, including I think at one point we saw like 10 swimmer zombies at the same place and 4 or 5 regular zombies, feral servants. We saw way too much for us to be engaging this particular crowd. Now on the plus side, we did use our bicycle to lure a lot of the enemies away from the front end of the mansion, and once they were safely away, we did move up. We engaged maybe 1 or 2, and then we began to loot the library or study or whatever this building is here, or room is, I suppose is the more accurate way to say that. And because I play with standard loot spawns, we found, I don't know, probably a dozen books here that are varying levels of valuable. So it was a pretty good haul all in all, and I think at this point we're preparing to finish our expedition. And with that, everyone, welcome back. Here we are. We left off on our bicycle. We were just heading away from the mansion and decided like, hey, we should put a cut in for the end of the video. The end of the idiot is what I was about to say, which makes absolutely no sense. So we did manage to explore this little segment of the mansion, which honestly is like the main reason I wanted to come here in the first place. We just wanted to find a bunch of books. The mansion, depending on the layout, can have quite a lot of things. We can find, like old-timey weapons or suits of armor, things like that we're probably not going to use anyway, but this pool up front really hindered me from enjoying this experience, and so I just mostly decided, hey, we're not going to go over there. Seeing 10, again, I don't want to belabor it, but seeing 10 people in like bikinis who were supposedly holed up for the apocalypse doesn't make sense to me that they were all swimming when they were zombified. Stuff like that really annoys me. So anyway, in this video, with no ranting at all, what we're going to do, we're going to head back to this dairy farm that we saw previously because we know there's a gun safe there. We're going to go back there. We have the acetylene torch. We have welding goggles. We're going to cut into that, and then we're going to go down here to extract, but we're going to hit this other dairy farm as well, just in case there's a safe in that one as well. And it's another opportunity for us to find a shovel, which we need for the next room upgrade. At this point, doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that, but it's something to keep an eye on. But let's get on the road here, or in the grass, so to speak, I suppose. And yeah, we have some like crazy wind going on at my house, so you might hear the windows shaking some. There's nothing I can really do about that. Hopefully they don't just blow in and burst glass all over me. Would be pretty unfortunate. I did see 2 of the nearby towns of mine. What is this? Oh, yeah, no, we don't want to go over here unless we see another one of those soldier graves. Then we'll stop and take the helmet and assault rifle there. So what is this? This is a corpse of a zombie, 4 items. So this is one of the, or if not the only location in the game that can spawn dormant zombies. Dormant zombies are treated as traps in the game, and when you get close to them, they immediately will stand up and fight you. Now I don't think that's what this is, because I don't believe they display as corpses. I believe they display as a separate entity, like they have their own name, I believe, but I'm not 100% on that, and I don't see anything that we would want to come over here and stop for, but we can swing around it and just get a look, see if there's anything of interest here. And there, it's not a lot of zombies here, but we should just be a little cautious. The last one we found had a soldier's grave marker on it that had like an AR, or it was like an M4 and an army helmet. I'm not seeing one of those, so I don't know that this is really worth our time here. This is just regular clothing. So what do you got on you? Regular clothing? Yeah, probably not much of anything. Yeah, so we're just gonna leave here. This is not worth investigating, so we're just gonna head up to that dairy farm. Yeah, crazy windstorms. I even saw, my family was discussing it, 2 of the local towns like near my house are out of power. One of them is so small that it's like the entire town is out of power, and one of them is I guess just partially, they lost all power because of the horrible windstorms, which always happens when we have really bad windstorms. We'll lose a telephone pole, someone will crash, whatever. And yeah, it's not great. It's not great when that happens, so hopefully we don't lose power here. I believe you can corrupt a save on Cataclysm if you lose power. I believe I had that happen on stream one time. That was not fun. So let's pop in here, cut this gun safe open, so we activate our acetylene torch, which should be up here. and cut the safe. I have no idea how long this takes. Let's time it. 17:42:18. You hear an explosion. So apparently cutting the safe triggers the ammunition inside. Well, we have a rifle, but it's too big to carry, and it is just a 22, but 22s are fine. It's just, you know, whatever. Speaking of large items we can't take, someone did tell me to craft a spear strap. I was thinking about that like 4 episodes ago when we got the dory and then forgot all about it. We'll probably do that at some point. For now, unless this has a strap on it, we're not going to be taking this with us. Lost target item of act pickup. Did you blow up in my hands? Because that would be, yeah, it seems that that's exactly what happened. So this ammo is cooking off as we pick it up, which is not great. Now, a long time ago, ammunition cooking off would actually kill you if you were nearby. It was like an actually substantial explosion. That's not really the case anymore, obviously, as illustrated by us standing right next to it as some of this ammo is cooking off. Let's move the rifle out of the fire. Opens... Oh, do I have a filter? I do. I wish every menu in this game, I wish they would clear your filter as soon as you were done. All right, so let's move that rifle out of there and let's just haul this outside because this might, the building might catch fire. So let's just get out of here. Oh, you can't haul items over window frames. That's right. So we'll move this as well. All right, so let's take a look at this rifle. Do you have a strap on you by any chance? Probably shouldn't say strap on YouTube. Let's take a look at this, see what it has on here. It has, I saw the word sling in here somewhere, but I think that's just telling me where it could be stored. No, it's completely empty, so we can't wear the rifle. Now we can craft a strap. Now, if we could craft a strap, doesn't matter if it's the 2-point sling or the spear strap, really regardless, either one would be fine because then we could wear one of the 2 items. Looks like we don't have anything for strap. What about spear? Because it is a spear strap. We just might not have the ability to craft that currently. Okay, yeah, we do have really low skills, by the way. When we finish this expedition, we're going to go back to base and we're going to kind of settle in for the night. We're going to work a little bit on crafting some things, I think, that we have not crafted up until this point. And I think we're going to start getting our base situated after basically like 15 hours of playing and never organizing our base. It will be nice to get some of that sorted out. So I don't see a spear strap in here, but we know we can make the 2-point sling for the weapon. Requires a seatbelt, cordage. Where's the long string requirement? How many long strings do I need? 6 long strings. That's pretty bad because that's a lot of them, but that's okay. Let's haul the rifle out further just in case that fire really spreads. We're gonna smash some windows for long strings. Only 1 long string? I thought it was 2 long strings per window. That's not ideal because that means we have to smash all of the windows and there might not be enough, but just grab this here. Apparently smashing windows is draining our stamina. Let's have a look at how that fire is progressing. It's really not, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Smash this, grab the long string, and we get that hot air debuff. If you noticed when I looked at the fire, it said hot air. Oh, fire went out. You'll see hot air 1 here. It's color-coded red. I don't think it will actually burn us, but fires do generate hot air, which can blister you and cause a lot of pain if you get too close. Usually it's the higher tier hot airs that you have to worry about, but okay, get rid of that stamina sound. Just wait like 20 seconds. Not long enough. Wait 1 minute. I don't want to wait forever because we waste time. Well, we're going to have plenty of time for this expedition. I'm not worried about that at all. We should now have enough for the spear strap, or no, not the spear strap, the 2-point sling. We have 7 long strings, and yeah, let's make this. Takes 1 minute. Dispose of the dory. That's fine. And we will wield the dory, activate the 2-point sling. You can't put it on the rifle, or because the rifle's not in our inventory, we can't put it on. Let's try again with it wielded in our hands. I should have looked. I don't even know how you look to see if you can, maybe this can't be installed on this weapon. Beretta, okay, Ruger, maybe it was there and I just didn't see it before. My mistake. Attach modifications, what? Yes, okay, yes, sorry, I very rarely modify guns, so I've never seen this side by side, or I have, but not in a long time. All right, so let's slap that 2-point sling on there. That way we can wear the Ruger now, and we will carry the dory in our hands as our weapon, and we're really not expecting any more melee combat. If we get over there to that dairy farm and it's like if we get over there and it's full of zombie cows, we will just leave. We're not going to go in and cut the safe probably because the zombie cows are very dangerous. The zombie bull in particular is extraordinarily dangerous and will ruin our character. And so if we get over there and there's like a lot of density, we'll just leave. Maybe we can slip into the house, but otherwise we'll just exit the expedition. So at this point, torso encumbrance, all that stuff doesn't really matter. And I think we fully looted the farm here before, so I don't think we have to worry about that. We could butcher a cow, quick butcher. I'm not sure how long quick butchering a cow would take, but it would get us some chunks of meat to take back with us. Is that worth our time? I don't even want to fight a cow because I don't know if they become hostile after you attack them, and a cow is very big and could be very dangerous. I know it's just a cow, probably their stats are very low. You know what, I'm going to look up their stats real quick. Got to be very careful because I was looking at family photos right before this. I don't want to accidentally face reveal by showing you a picture of like 18-year-old me. But right, the domestic cow, baleful, whatever. Yeah, 2d10 bash damage plus 6 cut per attack is substantial, and once we hit them they will become hostile. They're faster than us, they have 100 HP, dodge of 2. I mean, it's not like we can't kill the cow, it's just we probably won't. So it's a cornered fighter, meaning, you know, once we attack it and it gets in a corner basically, you know, and has to fight, it will fight us. Yeah, I don't think we want to do that. I mean, obviously we could expend the ammo for the rifle we just picked up. We could just shoot the cow. I don't know that that's something I want to do. I mean, you know what? I never use ammo in this game. I tend to hoard things and then forget about it and never use it. And if we came down in the future, we'd probably just bring the 5.56 rifle. Why don't we shoot a cow and see how long quick butcher takes? I don't know. Maybe this is just dumb because I don't know how much meat we would even take with us and be able to eat before it spoils anyway. But let's drop the spear back here in case we have to make a running exit for some reason if something goes wrong with the cow. So let's wield our Ruger rifle, and it is just a 22, so it's not particularly damaging of a weapon, but this will let us train our rifle skill a little bit as well. So let's just see if we can pop off a few rounds here, and it's 22 ammo. It's not exceptionally valuable. We did hit the cow, minor bleeding. It's gonna flee presumably at this point. Looks like that's pretty much our careful aim, guaranteed to hit. Okay, and then still barely injured by that. Was it injured previously? Because it looks like we're not really doing damage here. Like one line of damage per shot. It's a little bit more bullets than I wanted to spend. Hostile, heavy arterial bleeding. If I brought the spear, I would just try to make a melee attack. You know what? We'll just take another shot here. And I bet you bleed. But let's back off and see if it bleeds out. That way we're not spending like 10 bullets on one animal here. So let's back off. You are faster than me. I forgot that part. Maybe we should just shoot it. Oh, it's almost dead. I don't want to melee attack with the weapon. Let's just sprint. No, do not wait. Let's switch back to, God, why my fingers are not working. What is the button to switch my movement? There we go. Let's run. Just back off and it should bleed out, I would guess. Stamina's dropping really fast. We must be overweight and I didn't realize it. There, the cow went down. So let's stop sprinting. Let's see about doing a quick butcher. 32 minutes. Yeah, no, I can't do that. I mean, we can do that, but we shouldn't do that. So how long to... No, all of this takes forever. So I could take back a quarter of the cow. It would take 8 minutes to quarter it. And then we could butcher the cow back on the Sky Island with... We could take the quarter, but I bet even a quarter of a cow is way too much for us to carry. Okay, so yet again in this game, we murdered an animal that we're not actually going to use. So that was a monstrous thing for us to do. Let's wear our rifle and let's pick up the spear and let's head to that other dairy farm. Well, internet, probably people aren't going to be happy that I murdered that poor animal. Let's we actually do drain stamina while we're riding, so why don't we hop off and rest for a minute here, just because even though it's like taking up time to do this, I think if we got in a dangerous situation where we would have to really bike fast to get away from like a Migo or something like that, I think it would just be better to have that stamina just in reserve as an emergency situation. So, and then I really kind of wish I could go over to this paddock because I don't remember ever seeing one before. And like I said, I think this is a big horse farm. I'm not sure yet, but I would like to explore that because I don't remember ever being to one of those. I thought that would be cool, but we don't have enough time to really go clear something. A sewage treatment plant, we have no interest. What is this eye down here? Irradiation plant. People like those, but probably I'm not going over there. And I think last time I went to one, there was a turret right up front, and we're not really equipped to deal with that either. So yeah, let's just check this dairy farm, and I don't think it's worth swinging by. I guess we can swing by the campsite. It's not going to change much. Probably just some like cooked food on the barbecue area, but yeah, super windy. Oh yeah, so I was looking at family photos. A little nervous I might accidentally face reveal if I tab over there too quickly, but yeah, no, just been I was talking to my family member the other day. So I've been talking to my cousin recently. She worked at a place that I had not ever noticed her before. So basically, I don't know if I told this story. Well, it doesn't matter, actually. Maybe I shouldn't, because it's like personal family stuff. But anyway, I have a cousin, and we recently started talking again after many years of not talking. Okay, I saw the word ivory, thought maybe it was like a gemstone jewelry item, because we do need gemstones, but no, it's not. Actually, I'll take the gold hairpin, I guess. I don't know, maybe we could take some gold off of that. So anyway, I started talking to my cousin recently, and it got me thinking about the family, specifically her dad. Her dad, my uncle, is like, I don't know, 15 years older than me. Wait, no, my mom was 15 when I was born. My uncle was 13 when I was born, I believe. So my uncle is not that much older than me, and when I was a kid, he was someone, like, I didn't have a dad. Like, we don't have to get into it, internet, it's a whole thing, but like, I didn't have many male role models, and I really loved my uncle growing up, and my uncle has a lot of like mixed stuff where he feels like he wasn't a good uncle. He feels like he was kind of abusive when, us kids were younger, stuff like that, because he was not that much older than us, and he was like on a lot of drugs and maybe not the best person in the world. But I have a lot of very fond memories of my uncle, and because I've been talking to my cousin, I have been thinking about my uncle a lot. So I went through all our old like family photos, and our speed really is 122. I guess because our stamina is a little low. I mean, why plus 11% though? Like, this is not much stamina loss for it to translate to a 10% movement penalty. And then our encumbrance is still quite bad, apparently, on our legs, I guess, from move cost increased by 9%. And we're not wounded, so it says wounds, but that's just the category. So I guess it does break it down in this menu. Why is my mouse offset, by the way? So the point is, we're 20% slower than usual, which is pretty significant. So I don't love that, but I think that's about as good as it's going to get. And as long as it's just this one zombie, we should be able to kite you pretty effectively. I'm guessing these are only 150 move cost. Yeah. So let's circle around, see if we can lure it onto the motorcycle here and use that to slow it down, because these should be like 400 move cost. So we'll deal with that. Actually, there are two zombies. That's my mistake. You have the same sprite, so I didn't realize. Let's back off one tile so when it moves onto the bike, we can pretty much melee it from really regardless of where it goes. Okay, instantly put you down. You must have been damaged previously. What are these that you were fighting? Corpse of a human rotten, advanced witchcraft. Yeah, I guess these were just, they're not panicked persons. I guess maybe it just spawns with corpses. But let's wait for this. Why? It seems like I'm waiting a long time for it to move one tile. Why are you so slow? I mean, now you're on a boulder. Oh, you're basically dead. Let's just go over and murder this thing. There's a third zombie. Hello. Are you gonna move off? There we go. Come along, zombie. It'd be great if you stepped on that boulder. Could you? Nope. Okay. So they're all severely injured. They must have been fighting something. The only other thing we saw was a fly, but I did notice when we got close all of these pink blotches, which I assumed was like Migo, but I think the Migo in this tile set actually have like a greenish blood. So I'm not sure what to make of all that. We will check this motorcycle, see if it runs, because why not? But yeah, so I've been thinking about my uncle. So I went through all our old family photos, and I started to realize I just don't have very many of them. In fact, almost none of them. I haven't been very involved with my family in a long time because of like some complicated stuff with my past, some stuff with like me being just estranged in general from the family and not really talking to anyone. And since I've been talking to my cousin, I've been thinking about the family a lot, and it's just something that's been on my mind a lot. So I've been thinking about all of that stuff and trying to, like, I don't know, looking through pictures, it's like a mixture of like sadness, but also like you want to be involved with the family and you see what people look like as they got older, like my uncle or my dad, who I haven't seen in like literally like 16 years or whatever. So I've been looking through some family pictures. Do you have a working vehicle? Faulty engine, draining gas tank that's basically out of gas? No, we're just gonna leave you alone. What is this box? Raw macaroni doesn't fit in a pocket. That's fine. Let's get out of here. Let's head down to this dairy farm. Yeah, and like I have no pictures of that particular cousin. I think I have like one picture, but it's from when she's like 13, and so it's making me feel bad that I'm not involved with the family. But I've been looking at a lot of pictures from family reunions and stuff, and yeah, and I was talking to my grandmother the other day, and I was like, I have no pictures of my grandmother or my grandfather, and I hate that. So we do see zombie cows. Let's look. Really, we're looking for a shovel. Which one of you are zombie cows? The bloody one. Faster than me, once a placid cow, this leathery horror stumbles and shudders, its pulsing black eyes scanning for prey. Dairy cows have no natural weapons, but a zombie as big, heavy, and murderous as this one is still extremely dangerous. Yes, I agree. Particularly the bulls are very dangerous. So what we're going to do, we're going to move into the rear of the house. We're not actually going to go into the paddock there, or whatever you would call that. Probably not a paddock. We're not going to head into that little like fenced in area. So let's climb the obstacle. Why do I see a cow all the way over here? Please don't come over here. So the zombie cow is attacking this cow. It's fleeing. Let's just get in here. There is a gun safe. We are basically out of inventory space. Sporting clays consistency, a clay shooting manual. Okay, we need to make a little space because if this catches fire, we kind of want to get out quickly. So maybe I shouldn't be cutting these, by the way, with the torch because it does explode and maybe that could injure us. I really don't know. And you know what? I'll just drop some things off camera because we did a lot of this in the last episode, and I think people probably hate watching the micromanagement of the inventory. I should have really just never been doing that on camera. Okay, actually, we really don't have much that I want to drop. We had some duplicate books and I dropped some clothing, but like, I don't want to drop the tool belt because people always tell me I should be having tool belts, and I never do, but I don't know, maybe I should take it. Other than that, I would like at least one shirt to take back because we want to make bandages out of cotton sheets. And then obviously we can't get rid of the welding goggles, and thermal electric socks are kind of nice to have, and they're not particularly big, so it's like, why even drop those? I guess we could drop scrap aluminum. No, it's so tiny. So like, yeah, I don't really have anything I want to drop here unless I'm missing something obvious, which I probably am. But yeah, I guess we're just doing this, and we're going to grab this book at least, and whatever this is, no graphic novel, that's not going to do it for me. So we're not even going to loot the whole house. We're just going to loot this safe, because if we move too far up, the cows might come in and get us. Let's have a look. Small propane tank. Honestly, we just can't carry that stuff. We're not going to have space. God, a travel pack. I mean, we're already overweight, but if we also wear the travel... Oh, well, we can't because we have the lumberjack bag and our backpack. You can only wear 2 bags, right? Am I misremembering? I really don't want to cross in front of the window and be exposed to the cows. So we're just going to cut this safe, and I bet we can't even take whatever's in it anyway, because if it's another rifle, we really can't really do anything about that. So let's activate our acetylene torch. Please don't hurt me. When I cut through here, it did not hurt me. An AR pistol, I actually was hoping for a pistol, and the fact that it's a 5.56 one is great because that means we just got a ton of 5.56 ammo. So that's really good because that's obviously, I mean, unless I'm mistaken, that's ammo for our AR or M4 or whatever we want to use, including a magazine and the pistol, all of which can fit in our backpack. That seems amazing. We're going to take that. And obviously that pistol is like a huge upgrade over the 9mm because the AR will use that rifle ammo, which will be more damaging than like, I'm not a gun guy, so take that how you will. But anyway, the point is it's more damage than the 9mm, which is 26 versus 30. Is that really it? I think wasn't there was a redesign where damage was slightly affected by barrel length, so maybe it's just because it's a pistol it deals less damage. I don't know. I would have thought it would deal more than just 4 extra points of damage compared to the 9mm, and skill doesn't increase damage, so I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just been a long time since I played and that's exactly how it is and I just didn't remember that. Oh, these are the books I dropped. I was like, why is there so much crap on the floor? We have a little tiny bit of space. Man, motorcycle jackets, I do like those. Although, what's the encumbrance? 15's pretty bad. Well, we do have space, so we'll take the leather, I guess. The motorcycle jacket, actually you're just leather. I thought they had a little Kevlar in them, but maybe that's an old version, or maybe I'm misremembering. And then we'll take the attached earplugs. No, what are they attached to? What is a toe cap? Oh, for like work boots. Gotcha. Okay, so I think we're just gonna get out of here and head for extract. 6 zombie cows is pretty bad. So they did all, in fact, chase that zombie regular cow and murder it. The fact that they're moving off, well, no, I was gonna say we can explore the front of this building now, but we're not gonna. We're just gonna depart on our bicycle. And they are faster than us, but they're not so fast that they could outrun us on a bike, so I'm not concerned about that. So we're just gonna extract here, internet, which should be very close, and then if there's like a forest, no, never mind. I was gonna say if there's a forest nearby, we'll grab some sticks, but nope, we're just gonna extract here. Park our bike, and I guess I was gonna say we should be marking vehicles every time we leave a expedition. That way we could find them. Like if we made a note on the map, we could find this again. But I just don't think it's worth it for a bicycle when we know the dairy farms also have bicycles, and the odds of us coming back to this exact place are pretty unlikely. I mean, I guess we can make a note. How do I'd never make notes. How do I, they're not even listed. Create, edit note, bicycle, enter, note bicycle. Okay. And then how do I toggle auto notes true, stairs map extras true, dropped favorites? Yes, actually that sounds amazing. Automatically sets notes on places that have stairs that go up or down. No, we don't need that one. So let's save that. It should automatically note those things. So if I drop like a favorited weapon or something and forget it, it should be marked on the map. I think is how that works. But really regardless, we want that on in case we find places of interest. People are always saying to have that on. But anyway, so we noted that there's a bicycle here. Oh, we're still driving. Let's come to a complete stop here. Hop off our bike, and we're gonna head back to base. Anyway, I didn't talk about it much, I guess, but like, yeah, just looking at pictures of family recently, and I don't know, I like having pictures, especially of my grandparents. The older I've gotten, the more I've felt like, you know, you start to worry that some people aren't going to be in your life forever, because that's just like the human condition, and I don't have pictures of them, and it would make me very sad to think about my grandparents passing and not having some way of like visually being able to remember them. Hopefully grandma sends me a bunch of pictures of her and my grandpa. They hate getting their picture taken, so it's like impossible to find pictures of them. Anyway, I was just taking a look at our inventory quick to make sure we have everything, but realistically it doesn't matter at this point. We're not going back anywhere to get stuff. We have plenty of time left on the expedition. Should we just check something else out? We have 45 minutes, I guess. 3 pulses is kind of a long time. We could swing by the dump site, I guess. But I think those, even at the start of the game, have that one acid zombie, right? The pukers spawn at dump sites or whatever. The wretched pukers, I think is what they're called. I guess, I mean, we shouldn't, well, we're full up on inventory and we really don't know what we would drop. Let's swing by, we might as well. Even if it's just a drive-by, we should have a look and see what we got nearby, because I don't know what a dump site even looks like. We'll do that. Anyway, and then pictures of me as a kid. I don't really have any of those. When we were growing up, you know, it's different for kids now. Like my niece is, she'll be 11 this year, and she basically has had photos being taken of her entire life, because nowadays everyone has, oh, auto notes. What is this? Burned ground. Okay, well, what is this one? Bicycle. Oh yeah, okay. So basically her entire life she's been getting photographed, because everyone has a cell phone in their pocket now with like an amazing camera on it. But when I was a kid, we didn't have nice cameras. You had to actually buy film for like a Polaroid and all that kind of stuff that was actually pretty, you know, not cheap to send them away to get developed and buy film and all that stuff. Wow, it's just literally a dump. I thought this would be more like a scrapyard where it would be like old vehicles. But in hindsight, yes, of course it's just a dump. That makes a lot of sense. There's some royal jelly here for some reason. I'm definitely not sifting through all this crap. We must have a filter, yeah. I guess we could scan, I mean, we see books apparently. Oh god, my inventory's so full though. I guess we could drop the rest of those clothes, and the motorcycle jacket we don't really need. I mean, it's hard to turn down books, basically. Hard to turn down books. Cheerleader dress, pulped corpse of a human. DIY compendium we already have. Looks like there's drugs in here as well. And royal jelly, baker's companion. Yeah, so the royal jelly now, by the way, don't get excited. It's like, it's been nerfed since the old days where it used to heal basically every single injury. I mean, not injury, but like every single status condition. I imagine a lot of this is bad terrain. 500, 400, 500. I don't know that I even want to. Well, the books are enticing. It's always enticing to get a book. We see a heavy zombie, but it's pretty far away. I really just don't want to sift through all this crap. It's hard to walk away from books though. Okay, we'll drop the motorcycle armor and see if we can grab some books without triggering that enemy over there. Because well, it's gonna take forever. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Can't drop our bag, actually. Let's just drop the motorcycle jacket so we have like an extra few liters there to accommodate the books. Let's see, is there a way to filter? We're looking for category book. No. Category manual? Okay. So the Bowyer's Buddies right here. Okay, so let's just start here because it's like not deep into the pile of crap. Self-Esteem for Dummies, I'm pretty sure we have that book. Actually, now that I think about this, isn't this one of the only ways to get tetanus in the game if you walk over these metal, what is this called, metal wreckage? Yeah, I believe if you walk, well maybe it's only if you're barefoot, but that's like one of 2 ways to get tetanus in this game if I recall correctly. But let's go back to looking here. Baker's Companion's a little deep in the pile. Vacuum Sealer, yeah, so there's a cluster of books to the north. Man, there's a lot of books in here, but I don't think I can really navigate this very easily. Although all we've seen are, oh, we're so overweight, we're taking stamina damage, basically. Okay, let's just grab these northern section of books, which I've lost sight of. 32 east. Oh, no, that's so far over there towards the enemies. Let's ride our bike over. And if we drive slowly, it shouldn't hinder our stamina too much, and because we're not walking, the weight shouldn't matter since we're on the bike. So let's just grab these. I think we're just gonna get out of here after this. I don't see any particularly dangerous enemies, but I really don't sort of want to pick and like, I know it's obviously not comparable to a real, like oh, a Hack Pro, isn't that good? Like, obviously it's not comparable to sifting through a real dump, but it's just, it seems very annoying. I really don't want to climb through all this crap. Are any of these especially valuable that we would really want? Canning, we don't care as much. Baker's Companion, I believe we have one. Teaching computing in secondary schools, a computer book would be nice because we don't have any. Winemaking, I don't really care about. Ham Radio Illustrated probably has some electronics recipes. But let's swing along the eastern portion here and grab this final book, and then we'll be on our way. Which I'm not sure, is this, it's one of these two. So which one is this? I'll just edit down that horrible stamina noise in editing, I guess. So let's grab this book, and then I think, oh, you don't even fit. So let's drop one more thing, because it would be nice to have a computer book, because I don't think we have any computer books at all. We already have this fencing book, apparently, so we will drop that as well, and we will pick up, still doesn't fit, really. How about now? Still does not fit. Oh, I wish there was an easy way to like refactor space, because I'm pretty sure we have the space for this. It's just that they're not lining up in the right pockets. And I don't know especially how to, well, we have 2 copies of this. We can drop one. So wherever that fit, presumably this would fit. So let's just get out of here. Okay, I'm tired of being here. Let's get out of here. What was I even talking about? 3 black bears. Really? What? Clear that filter and then check items. Just bears hanging out. Okay, don't really want to fuss with you. Let's just get out of here. Yes, so kids these days, they get their entire existence documented. That wasn't really the case when I was a kid. You had to buy like a camcorder or something, which could be very expensive, which we had briefly, but I have no idea where those tapes would be of us, you know, kids growing up and stuff like that. So I don't really have much of me as a kid, but I have like 10,000 pictures of my niece that people have taken and sent and post and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't know. It's just different now. I wish I had had a camera in my pocket when I was growing up. I wish, like, all the, you know, you think about all the friends you've had over the years, and as you grow older, people grow apart, or, you know, even just like natural growing up, like some of your friends go to college, some of them don't, some of them go to work far away. One of my good friends when I was in high school, as soon as we graduated, she moved to Texas, and it's like, just a smidge far away, you know, like 1,000 miles from where I live, but, and you lose contact, and it would be great to have photos of those people, and I really don't have any, and that bums me out. Are you ready to leave? Yes, I'm ready to leave. Thank you so much for asking. Although now that I think about it, hopefully we didn't drop our spear somewhere or something like that and not think about it, because that would be pretty horrendous. 50 material tokens as per usual. Let's drop this crap, and by the time we finish dropping a bunch of it, we should have our stamina back, so I don't have to listen to that ear-splitting stamina sound anymore. Fantastic. Yeah, we got nothing for the upgrade. We were looking for a shovel, which, by the way, I've been playing Skyrim a little bit, heavily modded Skyrim in my free time, and I found a shovel in that game and was like, oh man, I found what I needed. And I was like, oh wait, no, that's wrong game. You need a shovel in Cataclysm. That's the wrong game. So anyway, I think we're going to call the episode here. Actually, when we come back in the next one, I think we're going to do a bunch of stuff around the base. We're going to finally organize some of this. We're going to do a little bit of skill work, maybe craft some things that we wanted. We're going to try to identify, like, just sift through some of this stuff so that we can understand a little bit better what we have and what we need. Because at this point, I don't really know what tools we have and which I should be on the lookout for. And then past that, I don't know what we're going to start working on. I don't think we have enough stones to really work towards a forge or the skills required to do that anyway, but we'll figure something out. Unfortunately, not going to be able to expand that room, but what are you going to do? We're just going to keep trying. So everyone, for now, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I already have forgotten what we talked about and did in this episode, so hopefully, you know, it was enjoyable on the journey there. For now, that's it. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.